Okay, I had a few requests to show you how I made my classroom website. So the first thing you need to do is make sure you're signed into your Google account and go to your Waffle. I'm going to open up Slides because that's where I'm going to create it in, and I'm going to create a new blank slideshow. I don't need any of this stuff because I'm going to design the template myself. So the thing that I learned from actually the video that I watched on how to make this is the size to make it look like a cell phone screen was 9 by 14. So you can leave it like this size if you want, but it just kind of works better on a laptop or a computer, desktop computer, if you're using it this size. So I went ahead and did the new sizing to make it work great on a cell phone. So you go to File, and we're going to be in Page Setup. Now you want to do a custom size, and it is 9 by 14. All right, so that fits pretty well on the cell phone. So the next thing that you want to do is choose a background for your app. Now you could just leave it white, or you can change it to a different color. Maybe you could do all different colors on the slides. But I chose an image, and I find it from your computer. So go to wherever you have your picture saved and choose one that you might like for your background. Okay, and if you want this to be common throughout your entire website, which that's what I did on mine, you would just choose Add to Theme and then Done. And then every single slide that you make after this has the same background on it. I'm not really happy with how that one turned out. I think it stretched it because it was not a vertical picture. So I'm going to go ahead and choose a color. Let's do blue. I want to add it to my theme. Done. The next thing I did was kind of add a header to my website that has, it's the same throughout the whole website. So go to Shapes, and I just did a rectangle. Let's make it black, and I'm going to put my text on top of this. Whatever I'm going to call this, I'm going to just call it Mrs. Stock's classroom. So I'm going to insert text box. Okay, Mrs. Stock's. And you can't see what I'm typing because it's black. That's okay. You can just select that box and let's make it white. Make it bigger. I can change the font. And then in order to make it centered, if you go to More over here, and we don't need these themes, so we're going to take that out. Go to More, and there is this option. You can choose Centered. You can also make it centered vertically, which I like to do that too. And if you notice when you move these around, they have these red lines that come up. This shows me that that's centered in that shape. I use those guidelines a lot. Okay. One thing I would recommend that you do once you have kind of a base of what you want each page to look like. So I know that each page is going to look different, but I probably want it to have this title at the top. So I'm just going to right click on the slide, and I'm going to go ahead and do duplicate slide. So now I can work on this slide, and I still have another slide that looks like that for when I'm moving on to my next one. So you're going to decide, what do you want it to look like? Do you want, I had round buttons on mine. I'm going to maybe try square buttons on mine this time. So you go to Shapes, click on whatever buttons you want. Maybe let's do the square with like the rounded edges. So just draw out your buttons. I want the buttons to be white, and there's also a border on them. I would like the border to be black, and I kind of like 4-point border, so I'm going to go with that one. I'm also going to add a little drop shadow. So in order to add a drop shadow, go to More, Format Options, and there's this drop shadow thing. You just click on the box there, and it adds a little drop shadow, which just makes it look nice. So notice I did all the formatting on my buttons before I made any more buttons, because now I can just copy and paste this one, and I can have the same looking button throughout. So in order to copy and paste, you can right click and do copy, and then right click and do paste. Or the way that I like to do it, a shortcut, is Control C is copy. So if I have this selected, Control and C, I've copied it. And then if I do Control V, it will paste for me. That is Control C, Control V, and then Control Z, which is, oops, I made a mistake, undo. Control Z is my lifesaver one. But those are the 3 shortcuts that I really love. So I'm just going to kind of set this up how I want it to look. Notice I am using those guidelines there to center. So you can also, I notice these are not center here. I'm going to select them all, and how I'm doing this is select the first one, hold down Shift, select each one after that, and you can select all of them that way. I noticed, okay, that looks like it's centered because that red line told me, but these don't quite look like they're spaced out correctly. So you can align them all the same. So I'm going to select all of them just by dragging my mouse over them, just these 3. Go to Arrange, Align, and I can center them so that I know that they're all centered together. I can also do Arrange, Align, and then, Distribute. And then if I distribute them vertically, it will make sure that they are the same space apart. So since I have this one that's not quite there, I'm going to use the red lines to make sure that it is spaced correctly with those. And I left a little space here because if you want to do your Bitmoji, you can you go to your Bitmoji extension and you just right click on the Bitmoji that you want, and then right click on here and paste it. So I want my students to see my face when they open up my website. So I'm going to put my Bitmoji here. So I'm going to insert some button titles. So I'm going to insert text box. So whatever I want these to be, let's call this one About Mrs. Stock. I'm going to format this one exactly how I want it, and then I'm going to copy and paste it into the other buttons. That is the quickest way for me to do this. Set that down one. Again, I want this centered, so I'm going to do more centered. Okay, I probably want it to be bold, a little bit bigger. And you can add some pictures if you want. I'm not going to show you how to do that, but well, it's insert image, and then you can upload from your computer, or you can search on the web for whatever pictures that you want. But to save time, I'm not going to show you how to do that right now. So I'm going to select it. I'm going to either do right click, copy, or I'm going to do my favorite way, which is Control C. And I'm going to copy and paste, then Control V, paste it. And I'm going to just do one in each box. And then in a minute, I can format what I want those to say, and they will have the exact same, they will all look the exact same. That way I don't have to format each individual box. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I can just select it. Maybe I want this one to be lunch menu. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and change all of those. Okay, I've changed all of my titles and they all look the same, and it was really easy. I'm going to go to the next slide that I have here, and I'm going to make this my About Mrs. Stock page. So I have this formatted exactly like the other one, so I can just change the title. So I'm going to title this About Mrs. Stock. Now here I can insert, text boxes. I can write stuff about myself, or I can insert pictures about myself. You can insert videos. In the interest of saving time, I'm not going to show you how to set up each page, but I'm going to duplicate this page again because I want the same format, and I'm going to actually link the lunch menu to an outside website, so I'll show you that in a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and do homework help. So I just changed the title. And then I'm going to duplicate more pages so that I get all of my buttons on here. Okay, so I have all my pages on there. One thing that you'll want to do before we start inserting links is make a home button so that when somebody's on the About Mrs. Stock page, they can make it back to the classroom page. So I'm going to go ahead and just choose a circle here. I found when I was creating this the first time, I put my home button on this side, and then something was weird on the computer where it like had a thing at the bottom to go through the slideshow, and it was covering that button. So I'm going to put it on this side. The best would be to be at the top, but that's not my favorite place for it, so I'm going to put it down here. So I'm going to make my button black and the outline black, and I'm just going to insert a text box over it that says home. And again, you can't read what I'm writing because it's in black. So let's make it white. Okay. So you want a home button on every single page that you do. So I'm going to go ahead and just select all of it by dragging my mouse over it. Control C to copy. I'm going to go to each page and Control V, and it'll put it in the exact same spot. So it's super quick. And I want it on all those. Okay. So before you move on to linking your slides and buttons, you're going to want to make sure that you have all these pages set up. So have pictures or text or whatever it is that you want to have on them. Go ahead and put them on. Watch the next video on how to insert the links to the slides.